All right, you guys, check it out. Today's a new day. I'm here with the wifey though. Y'all love seeing the wifey. Say hi, wifey. So this is the new plan for the channel. So I had a little live stream probably around 1 o'clock in the morning talking about me wanting to quit YouTube. And I got a few good suggestions, and a bunch of people recommended a vlog style. No matter what we're doing with our business, they were just like, why don't you just start recording? Packing up packages, pulling orders, doing a storage unit if you're cleaning up an area, something along the lines of that, and really kind of show how we do our day-to-day business. And I kind of like that idea. And they were talking about whenever you do storage units, don't show every little box, just show just the good stuff. I think that's what we're going to try to do. Maybe it'll spark a different type of editing style for me, and maybe I'll start enjoying doing videos and stuff like that. What we're going to do right now is I got my trailer behind this. I'm kind of dark, there we go, but I got the trailer, and we pulled two things from the most recent storage unit that you guys have just seen. The fridge, we have to bring it over here to where we can clean it, and it has to be stood up for about 24 hours before we actually test it. I already got a buyer lined up for it. It's my aunt, so we're gonna see if that works, hopefully tomorrow. But we're gonna show you guys the aesthetics of us cleaning it, etc. And look at the wifey. Look at the wifey about to pull the trailer out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at her. She's never driven a trailer in her life, and she's just driving it straight. But anyways, keep going. All right, that's good. And but basically what I'm gonna be doing though is we have to straighten up our lives a little bit. Okay, so what that means is we have a lot of inventory, and this is my garage right now. So basically we get free boxes in our neighborhood that we break down for like whatnot, eBay, kind of save money, you know what I mean? And there's a few things that need to go into the trash, and there's a few things that need to go in our local auction. I really want to get this stuff straightened out, but first me and the wife are going to clean the fridge. Maybe I'll hook you guys somewhere where I'm kind of cleaning the garage. I don't know, we'll figure it out. This whole vlog style thing is going to be a little different. So if you guys are going to do enjoy this type of style of video, please comment down below, let me know. And yeah, so that being said, let me help the wifey real quick and we'll get to work. All right, you guys. Yeah, so here's the fridge. It did look a lot worse than what it did, and yeah, like I said, we got to clean it a little bit more. But yeah, we're just gonna take a water hose to it. It looks 10 times better than what it was. You can smell the bleach in here. But yeah, there's the wifey. She did a good job. The reasoning why she did not let me pick up the fridge is because I have a bicep tear when we're playing baseball, so she does not want me to lift, even though I'm perfectly fine. She's just being an overcaring wife. So but yeah, that's the plan there. We're gonna clean this thing out today, and then we'll probably try to I'm gonna try to get all the trash out of here, pack up packages, that type of stuff. So it's just a big vlog day, and yeah, see what happens. So me and the wifey have cleaned the fridge. So this is the front. Took all that tape off. Looks pretty good. Y'all saw what it looked like before. Almost like a brand new fridge, don't it? Look at that side. So yeah, so like I said, normally we were gonna put it in our local auction. My aunt needed it. She asked me how much would we charge, and I was like, well, we'd probably get 300 for it. So I was like, would you do 3? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. But then when we took it out of the unit, we didn't realize there's this dent right here. So we showed that to her. She said that is perfectly fine as long as it doesn't cause any issues. And as you guys can clearly see, it literally opens and closes, perfectly fine. So but with that being said, we lowered it down to like $200. So I don't know, I think it looks pretty good, but we won't be able to test it till tomorrow because it's been on its back. So we gotta wait 24 hours for the Freon to settle, and hopefully it'll be good to go. So yeah, so I just want to keep you guys updated. All right, guys, so we made it upstairs, and we're gonna be pulling some orders real quick, to kind of, like I said, doing this whole vlog thing, doing something a little different, hopefully sparking something new over here on the YouTube channel. Now we have a total of 9 items going out for $377.38 over on eBay, and those are pretty much all my sales. If you guys don't know, we do local auctions now, and we are planning on having one this month. And last month we did right at $4,000 for our local auction, not including any other sales, whatnot, etc. So we've been spreading out a little bit. I've seen numerous people kind of put all their eggs in one basket of doing whatnot. Same thing with eBay, etc. And there's really no right or wrong way of reselling. Just for me, I just like to simplify a little bit, in a sense of just kind of have like a few platforms that we sell on, and then that, that's that. I've seen some success of people who do nothing but whatnot, and kudos to them. I'm just not a big whatnot talker, I guess, because after doing a hour-and-a-half show, my voice hurts. I'm just, it's just a lot of physicality to it, which is fine, but between doing storage units and doing that, it's not necessarily my cup of tea, but I will keep doing them from time to time whenever we find that type of stuff that I bring to the Whatnot show. But until then, I'm still going to be selling on eBay. I enjoy eBay a lot. Yeah, you got to pay to play a little bit, but, there's just some things, like, for example, we sold something today for $25 and $35. You probably would not get anywhere near that on Whatnot. You might get maybe 15 on one of them and maybe 10 on the second one. So, but we will talk about that a little bit later. But let's just go ahead and pull the first order, and it's going to be a Lego little display set. We got this from my main man Matt, which is going to be this piece right here, and we'll bubble wrap this thing up, make sure it gets there nice and safe. But yeah, just a little display thing that they would have in like the Lego store, or wherever they sell Legos at. It does appear it was near like a window or something, because there is some yellowing. We did annotate all that, and this thing right here sold for $67.49 plus shipping. All right, guys, I went ahead and pulled these Doc Martens. These are Doc Marten boots, great condition. They should be size 12, and they are 12. So yeah, so those Doc Martens we found in the storage unit pretty well. In the green, it was the unit where we found the Red Bull cooler, the bow, the propane heater, all that good stuff, and ended up selling for $40 plus shipping. So that's a pretty good sale right there. And then the next item going out is going to be this Barbie. I believe we found this at a storage unit as well. Not too sure which one, but it does have some damage to it. Still sold, took a little while, but it sold for $11 plus shipping. And that's the thing about some things, on storage units. Lately what I've been doing is literally just listing the good, solid stuff that has like about a 60 or more sell-through rate. That's what I've been kind of uploading on eBay. If it's kind of like anything under 60%, like a 50% sell-through rate, depending on how much it goes for. If it goes for like $200, I might list it. But if it's like 20 bucks, 30 bucks here, I'm just throwing them on Whatnot, local auction, etc. Depending on what exactly the item is. And so far it's been working out. So last year I was doing pretty good at the beginning of the year, because that's all I was really doing was eBay. And I was at a X amount of dollars for the month, and then since I've been kind of slacking on eBay tremendously pretty much all last year, or at least going to the second half of last year, I slacked tremendously, tried to do a little bit more Whatnot, and we started getting into like our local auctions. And I would also say that we slacked as far as listing wise on eBay, and obviously our sales went down, other things went up on other platforms, so it kind of equaled out for the most part. And I actually made more money last year because we didn't have as much fees, etc. But the point I'm trying to get at is, ever since I've been really focusing on those good sell-through rates, my sales were down by like 70%. And since I've been doing that with this new way of doing reselling, my sales were originally down 70-something%. Now it's like down only by like 7%. So I caught up tremendously what I was projected to do last year to this year. So we're working out the kinks. We're listing as much as we can, as quick as we can, but doing storage units obviously holds up a lot of time, but we're working on it. So with that being said, like I said, we're still gonna be pulling the rest of these orders, and let me go into the other room and find the next one. All right, so if you guys remember, we did a unit where we found a whole bunch of Hallmark ornaments like 2 years ago, and we're still selling them. And I think that unit has made us like over 20 grand just off of ornaments, which is kind of wild. This one is called the Precious Edition Angel Chime, and it sold for $2 plus shipping. Now keep in mind, if I found this in a storage unit, I would not list it to this date. But again, this was listed 2 years ago, so we ended up selling it finally, which is all good and dandy. And then we got some CDs here, and I think it's going to be this third one here. XYZ, I am a Z93 winner. I think this is it. And yes, it is. So this right here is a out of print CD, is why it has a little bit of value. XYZ self-titled rare out of print CD, 1989. It sold for $12 plus shipping. I pulled this out from my storage unit. Tiny Toon Adventures Wacky Sports Challenge for the Super Nintendo. I actually already have this one in my collection. So we ended up selling this one because we found this in a storage. I want to say Charleston, South Carolina. I'm not 100% sure. But this one originally sold for $25 about a month ago. Person never paid for it, and then it finally sold again. So $25 plus shipping, and it is pure profit. Matter of fact, I think everything that is sold so far, let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so yes, everything that is sold so far is pure profit. So that is a good thing. So next thing going out, it's going to be a Barbie, and it's going to be one of these two here. I'm going to try this one first, and it's not that one. We'll put her right there, and then it might be this one. Yes, Flower Shop Barbie. Flower Shop Barbie, again, this is from some kind of storage units, pure profit. $19.99 Barbie Flower Shop with watering can and flower basket, sold for $11 plus shipping. So to 2 different buyers, which is weird. You know, I'm sure some of you guys who've been doing eBay for quite some time, there'd be like a few pieces on your store that hasn't sold in quite some time, right? And it's like one Barbie would sell, and then another Barbie would sell, and they've been sitting for like a year. It's very weird how that all works out. This next item is very cool in my opinion. It's on the white rack over here. Just got to figure out. Okay, yeah, so it's going to be back here. So this bucket, let's see, let me grab it real quick. Yeah, so this bucket right here, I don't believe I sold this with the bucket, just because of that thing right there. But I did keep it to hold everything in there. So this is actually Mattel. This is from the year, no year on it, but they're these big ABC blocks, and they're like plastic, but it has A through Z in there. And I want to say those are also from a storage unit. I believe so. Took a little while to sell, but it's from the unit 413. So that means that was definitely over a year ago. Okay, so they sold for $35 plus shipping, $65 all in on all of these letters. So I don't know, very cool to see these finally leave, and they will be sold without the bucket, of course, or shipped without the bucket. And yeah, they're just really cool, man. Let's see, Mattel USA 1971. That's the year. So that's 70s, you guys. So be on the lookout for it. Like I said, if you can get it for cheap, you know, it might be worth your time. And then last but not least, we have a ornament that we just found down in Jacksonville, Florida. That unit we're already well in the green. Flying School keepsake ornament. This right here sold pretty quick, under a week, for a total of $12 plus shipping. So yes, that is all 9 items going out for a total of $377.38, and that's just for the past day or two. So not too shabby. I got a lot to do. I got to pack up all these items, and I am going to do some listings tonight. Got to do some catch-ups and also get ready for the next Whatnot show. So if you guys are enjoying this type of video so far, please comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if we do pretty well on this, then we might keep doing them. But yeah, having a lot of fun pulling these orders, and yeah, let's see, today's Tuesday, so we'll see you guys Thursday night. So much love, you guys. Alrighty, guys, so check it out, man. It's Thursday afternoon, early afternoon. It's around 3 p.m. and let me see how many items we have going out. So as y'all know, this is like a what sold kind of vlogging style, trying something a little bit different. Let's see. All right, so we have 7 items that have sold over on eBay for $379.82, and not a bad day and a half of sales, and I'm sure we'll get a little bit more. We have been listing a little bit, been kind of holding myself accountable, because like I said, I'm trying to spark up this what can I say, the inner flame within me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to spark it back up to really just start producing videos, get happy with it again. And you know, the little break that I took was, you know, hopefully what I kind of needed, because I do enjoy making these videos, but again, something has to change, no matter if it's just the way I do videos, make different videos, but something has to change to make me have longevity in this YouTube world, because it does take a lot of time and effort and time and money and everything else. So it does take a lot of time away from being productive within the business. So I've been trying to list more, and I have, and I think the sales are kind of replicating that. So but yeah, 7 items for $379.82. Let's go ahead and pull what has to go out tomorrow morning. Don't worry about my crazy hair. I had narcolepsy. I took a nap right before this, so don't judge me. All right, first thing going out is going to be Action Track cleaning card. This is from, I believe, yeah, so this is from, I believe this is from the train storage unit we did well over a year ago. And this thing finally sold for $25 plus shipping. And again, it's pure profit, so we have zero money into that technically, because, you know, we made all of our money back from the storage unit. And I can't remember which unit this is from. I want to say it was from the unit where we found all of the Playboy magazines, a bunch of stuff that we found in that unit. And it's going to be this right here. It's like an iron-on, and it's from the 1970s. I believe the year is on here somewhere. Huh, yeah, it should be 1970s though. And we had like 5 of these, I think, so far in the past year. 2 of them have sold, and this is the 3rd one. So this right here ended up selling for 15 bucks free shipping. Again, not making much money on it, but again, it is pure profit, and that is the biggest thing when it comes to doing storage units. Once you make your money back, you can cut deals, etc. And yeah, so it's all worth it in the end. Department 56 Literary Classics, The Great Gatsby West Egg Mansion. Now, I don't exactly remember where I got this from. I want to say it was in South Carolina at like a parking lot sale. I don't remember. I know it's pure profit because I've had it for so long. This thing right here, I had it up there for $100 plus shipping. Somebody finally sent me an offer for $85 plus shipping. And I mean, $85 plus shipping for a Department 56 item is pretty good in my book. And oh, it looks like I paid $7. I put a little thing in my SKU, but it says that I paid $7 for it. So maybe I did a little buyout at a parking lot sale, and I averaged $7 a piece. I think that's what happened. So $85 plus shipping on that piece right there. All right, y'all, right here we have a baseball bat. I believe this is the correct one. Speed comp, let's see, -13, YBB 20, SBC 13. If you guys don't know about baseball bats, they usually always have a model number along the barrel. Sometimes they're all along the lines of right here. Just depends on where you're looking and what type of bat it is. This one is an Easton bat. Not sure how much I paid for it. Couldn't have been much, maybe 10 bucks. And it ended up selling for $80 plus shipping. So be on the lookout for baseball bats, especially during the springtime, summertime. I mean, realistically, even wintertime, but usually spring and summer are the 2 most important seasons of the year when it comes to like outdoor sports. So be on the lookout for baseball bats because they do very well. And we do have a little video game going out. This one does have some yellowing issues. I don't remember where we got this from. Maybe from Peaches to Beaches last year. So it took a little less than a year to sell, but had it there for 40 bucks, sent an offer out for 35, and they accepted. So $35 plus shipping on this Nintendo 64 game. And it is tested and working, so hopefully the customer will be happy with it. All right, next thing going on is going to be this itty bitty wrench. This is from a storage unit at some point, pure profit. This is back whenever I was listing on eBay. A lot of inventory for like cheap prices, kind of like if it's worth $10 or more, I'll usually list it. Had this up there for $10. It sat for like well over a year. So finally sent an offer out at $7 and it accepted. So $7 for this Doedat made in Germany 6mm 7mm wrench. So Doedat is a decent brand, just might not be a great sell-through rate, but $7 plus shipping on a wrench. And then last but not least of what's going out so far for today are going to be these Nike shoes. I actually love the print on these. I want to say these are from the private pick from my main man Matt. I've done 2 private picks with him now, and he always has a great eye for stuff, and this colorway is pretty sick in my opinion. These actually sold for full asking price, size 12, and sorry, I'm kind of holding on to a grip here, but it is a size 12, and it sold for $30 plus shipping. And that's all that's going out so far. So what I'm doing today is I'm drinking some sweet tea right there somewhere, and then I'm kind of going through the stuff from this most recent unit that is going to be going in the my local not local auction, but my whatnot auction. You know, we got a cool little Dooney and Bork. That KitchenAid is going to go in our local auction, but there's a bunch of like new type stuff in here, little helmets, I mean all types of goodies in here, stuff that kind of felt like quality. Not a big clothes person, so I bring all my clothes to Whatnot, and that's just the way it is. So I got some Whatnot stuff down in the garage, some stuff I need to list. So we're going to be having that this upcoming Sunday. I'm supposed to have 2 baseball games Sunday, but it's also supposed to rain. So I don't know if it gets canceled, great. If it doesn't, whatever, we're going to grind it out, and I'm going to see what happens. Also, too, not sure if my recent storage unit video there's an update. As of right now, we're officially in the green by like $180 or something like that. So not a whole lot for eBay purposes, but as far as gold, the Whatnot show, and the 1 or 2 things that we sold on eBay, we are going to be listing 2 of these that we found in that unit. I think they go for like $30 a piece, so that should add a little bit more value there. And then everything else is going to our local auction. The pressure washer, we sold the fridge for $200. So then we got all the furniture, all types of stuff, man, all types of stuff that we're going to be throwing in our local auction, and hopefully that'll bring in some good money. As of right now, a bunch of units just posted, and we're going to see, man. My wife is having surgery next week, March 12th, so I got to go up there on that day, and she comes home on the 13th. She got to be stayed overnight, and but I'm gonna see what I can do. If I can win 2 or 3 units, gonna have to do them by myself. But you know what? I'm a grinder. I'm a hustler, and I think I'm starting to get that passion back. You know, that energy, that spark that I was telling you guys about earlier. So with that being said, appreciate you guys watching so far. We'll see you guys Sunday night, but hopefully before my Whatnot show. Maybe even record you guys while I'm doing the Whatnot show. So let's see. With that being said, too, I'll also pull those orders on Sunday night, or maybe even Saturday night. I don't know. This is all new to me. It's different. I haven't done this in a while. So just appreciate you guys watching. Very close to 23,000 subscribers if we haven't reached it already. So yeah, see you guys soon. All right, guys, happy Sunday. Hello. I know these what sold videos are a little bit weird for me because I haven't done them in forever. But we're in my room. It's a lot better than what it was. Kind of cleaned up a smidge. Got some trash I got to take out, whatever, before the trash goes out tomorrow morning. But I did get a little bit listed yesterday, and yeah. So as y'all know, it is a what sold video, kind of vlogging video, kind of give you guys like a general idea of what I'm doing on a weekly basis. Not really a whole lot. Kind of cleaned the house a little bit. Had a Whatnot show last night. We sold like 32 items for like $109, which isn't really great, but it wasn't, you know, the greatest items. Maybe there's a couple purses in there that did pretty well. But other than that, not really a whole lot of people showed up to Whatnot, which is fine. Again, whenever I have my Whatnot shows, I'm not expecting to make tons of money. It's just to move stuff instead of me having to donate it or whatever. Yeah, $109. For 32 items. I think it's like $3.50 per item. So a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. But regardless, we're going to be packing those up, and we also have 16 items going out for $738.82. And with that being said, we got a lot to pull, so let's go ahead and get it started. All right, y'all. So from the Jacksonville storage unit, where the person ended up owning a eBay store of some sort, we actually have one of these cars. What is this? It is a Carrera Go little slot car thing from the movie Cars. Now this thing right here was in a big box, and the tracks and stuff were worth a little bit of money, but it was really slow, so I decided to part it out. So I already sold Mater. I think Mater sold for like 25 bucks. And this one right here, which is Francesco something Bernali, I don't know, slot car, sold for $20 plus shipping. So not bad for a piece of plastic. And then the next item going out is something that I actually just picked up. Where is it at? Let's see, over here. I just picked this up over this weekend. I went garage selling. Didn't get it on camera. I just was on my way to go get my elbow checked out, and come to find out I broke my elbow. So and on my way there, I decided to stop at a friend's garage sale, and I bought this Dremel 4300. We tested it. It works great. A little dirty on the inside. does come with the manual, and I bought this for like 10 bucks. I usually always buy Dremels anytime I see them out there, you guys, no matter if it's small, big, large, accessories. Usually that type of stuff sells pretty dang quick for me. So but yeah, sold for $50 plus shipping. $50 plus shipping from a $10 investment that I just picked up on Saturday, so yesterday. So yeah, so pretty wild stuff there. All right, guys, so from a unit, I want to say the aviation unit, but I don't remember. Thorson metric dog bone. This is for metric 12 through 19, and it's just basically like a little socket swiveler thing. Sold for $20 plus shipping, brand new. And again, I think that's from the aviation storage unit, so it is pure profit. All right, so I just pulled this Game Boy Advance game. It's called Crash Bandicoot Purple. I'm not even sure where I got this from either. Maybe, I don't know. We buy so much stuff. I don't know if it's from a storage unit or maybe Peaches and Beaches last year. I don't remember. I want to say it's from a storage unit, but it sold for $12 plus shipping. So that's definitely not a bad little sale. It says I paid roughly $6 for it, probably from a bulk deal at some point. But yeah, so sure, that's all pure profit. Has to be, because that's the only thing that makes sense. All right, right here from M2, we have this Polaroid 600 Ride-On 10 photos. Okay. Had this since 147E is the unit number I won this from. It's not the aviation unit. I'm not sure, but it's from a storage unit, so it's probably pure profit. Sold for 15 bucks plus shipping. All right, then something that I just listed. This is from the recent $3,000 storage unit. Let me double check that model number real quick. All right, yeah, so this is not it. So it has to be this bigger one here. Yeah, it's gonna be this one, SRS XB30. So yeah, this right here would normally go for a little bit more, but it has some like the whole thing feels sticky, and I did put that in the description, so I probably discounted it by like 15-20 bucks. It might come off, might not, but it does work. Tested, works, all that good stuff. No charger, but it did sell fairly quick. I think I listed this like 2 days ago, and it sold for $30 plus shipping. All right, and then over here, which is kind of interesting to think about. So this thing right here, Actron is a hit or miss brand, but for the most part, it does okay on eBay. I put this in my local auction for $5. Nobody bought it. And this is what I'm talking about, you guys. So sometimes whenever we're doing our local auctions, if you guys aren't familiar with that, we host auctions once a month. And you know, we don't look up every little item unless it's something kind of unique. I know Actron was a decent one, but I was like, I don't really feel like listing it. Let's just throw it in a local auction. It did not sell. Okay, it did not sell for $5, and I put it on eBay, and it sold in about, I don't know, 3 weeks or so, and it sold for $26 plus shipping. So instead of donating it, we ended up listing it. 26 bucks, you guys. Somebody could have bought it for $5 and flipped it for 26. So that just goes to show you that sometimes local auctions aren't really necessarily the way to go. However, we have sold quite a lot on our local auctions, so it's pretty amazing that on how things work whenever you're like reselling in like different platforms and stuff like that. So again, that's kind of what I do too. If something does not sell and I know it probably will sell, then I usually take it off of the auction after it ends. Of course, if it doesn't sell, then I'll list it or donate it or whatever. But that was one of the pieces that we ended up listing. I think out of the last auction we did just shy of $4,000, and I want to say we probably took like 3 or 4 items and we listed it on eBay. Then the rest of the stuff we donated. So but yeah, 26 bucks, you guys, not too terrible. All right, guys, so I'm not a big clothing person. I will list something every now and then, and just because it's like, if I listed, I just thought it was cool, it felt nice, you know, something like that. But yeah, so this brand is called Avirex, A-V-I-R-E-X. It is a Hawaiian shirt, and it has a bunch of airplanes and aviation material on it. And this is what it looks like. I mean, it's pretty cool, and this thing is soft. Now, I don't know this brand on top of my head. I can't remember if it's good or not, but it is a size medium. But it feels nice. I would say that most Hawaiian shirts will sell depending on the matter, right? The material. the graphic, that type of stuff. I'm not even sure if Avrix is even a good brand. I never actually thoroughly researched it, so maybe you guys can do that right now as this video is live. But it is cool to have. This would be a cool golf shirt, maybe going to Hawaii or something like that. But it is very, very soft. Again, size medium, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. So for me, not being a clothing reseller, I thought that was kind of unique to see that sold for $20, because I went with my gut instinct. I believe I found this at a yard sale a while back. It took a little bit to sell, probably a couple months, but I think I paid probably $1 for it if I had to take a guess. But yeah, not too bad. All right, right here in WR3 we have this Lionel Lines 3520. What is this? It is a metal body operating searchlight. So we sold this as untested in parts and repair. It's from that train unit we did about 1.5 years ago. I guess going on almost 2 years now. Wow, that unit has been making us some crazy money, or has made us some crazy money. We got little things here and there, and then in my unit, my big 12x40 unit, we still have all those train tracks we have not listed. So yeah, I'm trying to get to it. But when you buy units all the time, it's so hard because things get pushed back and back and back. So but anyways, this thing right here sold for $7 plus shipping. Had it out there for 10, took his offer for 7. We made our money back. Is it worth it for 7? Probably not, to ship it out and everything, but we had it listed already, so you might as well take that little bit of cash that you can and then reinvest it. All right guys, so this next item right here, I think you guys can see me, right? Yeah. So this next item right here says Disney Erebus Cinderella. You guys will see, hopefully that sold comp, but essentially it's like these little Swarovski pieces. I bought a bunch of these at my friend's yard sale. I think I paid like, I don't know, 50, 60, 75 bucks for all the pieces. We're already well in the green on that deal. There's like a little Cinderella like wagon. It's the wagon that she was riding in. Or whatever it's called. I'm not a big Disney person, as you guys can tell. This thing right here, I had it there for $150. I've had it for easily a year. I took a best offer for $100, so $100 plus shipping for that one little piece, and it ain't gonna take much to ship it out. A little bit of bubble wrap, a little bit of packing paper, and $100 bill going right into the bank account, and that way we can reinvest. And if you guys are enjoying this type of video, please let me know. That way I can stay motivated and keep doing this type of stuff for you guys. Because like I said, I was in a little bit of a slump the past, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. Mainly because I just, getting burned out, you know what I mean? So if you guys do enjoy this, please let me know. All right guys, so I talk about this from time to time, and a lot of people sleep on it. A lot of people sleep on these, even at yard sales, estate sales, storage units. I mean, you kind of name it, right? A lot of people sleep on this type of stuff. Is blood glucose monitors. Now, I know some people will feel a little weird of selling them. Understandable. But if they're in good used condition, nothing wrong with them, you can sell them on eBay. And I had this one up there for $20 plus shipping. We found this from the $3,000 storage unit. Keep in mind too, when you're going to garage sales, and you're spending a couple bucks, it's okay, you know what I'm saying? When you guys are doing storage units, especially $3,000 storage units, you got to make every penny count, because we're doing a lot more gambling compared to people who just do yard sales. People who do yard sales, they can pick things up for $1 to $100, depending on what the item is, right? But when you're doing storage units, you're doing a huge gamble when you're paying $3,000 for a storage unit. Those little $20 bill, $15 bills, $10 bills add up over time, and that's how you're going to make your money. This one right here is a One Touch Ultra 2. The pouch, no strips or anything, just the pouch, the monitor itself, and the carrying case. I had it out there for 20. Somebody sent me an offer for 18 bucks. I was like, you know what, screw it, let's go ahead and take the $18 plus shipping. And that actually sold in like 4 days. 4 days of me listing it. So kind of to prove the point that blood glucose monitors do definitely sell. And we have another item here. Let's see if I can grab it. Let's see. Yes, I can. I've had this for a little bit now, but this is a green, let's see, it's a Jada Toys Big Time Muscle Hypercharger RC car from 2012 Dodge Challenger Hellcat. So this one right here, you can see a little bit of dust on it from sitting on the rack, and then of course we have the remote as well. And let's see, that says 2075, so that's probably easily over a year of listed. So it's not a great one to list, but RC stuff sells usually over time. Sold for 30 bucks. I think I had it up there for 40. Somebody sent me an offer for 30. So I definitely took that and ran. Like I said, sometimes when you're already in the green, I get that most people want to get top dollar for their items, which is fine for certain items. You know, that's perfectly fine, especially if it's selling averagely for that. But if you're one of the very few people who are currently listed on eBay and they don't really sell, sometimes it's better to take that offer, especially when you're in the green. So just keep that in mind when you guys are reselling. We actually picked this up on Saturday as well. This is a Samsung Mini DV model number SCD6040 camcorder. And when I say this thing is clean, you guys, this thing is absolutely clean. In great condition, minimal wear, maybe used a handful of times, I won't even lie to you. So that thing right there ended up selling for $40. I was about to say 30. I sold for $40 plus shipping. I paid 10 bucks for it. I took a little gamble on it. I didn't look it up at the yard sale. Again, it was at my friend's yard sale, and he's like, you know, would you give me 10 bucks for it? I was like, yeah, I think that's worth the gamble, because sometimes those are worth like 80 bucks to 100 bucks depending on the model. And that one right there, I was like, it's clean. So I was like, you know, 10 bucks. If I can't sell it for at least 20, then, you know, whatever. But I was just wanted to buy something, and ended up working out pretty good. All right, so if you guys remember the deal, I don't know if you guys can see this too well, but if you guys remember the deal that I did at a yard sale, found all of these cassettes. Now, we have sold quite a bit, like a lot of them. It's probably been, I don't know, it's maybe not necessarily a year, but we found like a Nintendo 64, and then in this one tote, and then amongst a bunch of cases, they had all these rock and roll cassettes. And like I said, it's made us some good money. Some of them aren't worth as much, and this was in my prime era of doing eBay, where I was listing anything and everything from storage units, garage sales. I was just trying to list it, no matter if it's worth $1 to, you know, $1 million, whatever. And if I found $1 million item, then we're probably gonna be taking that to like a professional auction or something. But this right here is called Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf from 1990, and it ended up selling for $3 plus shipping. Look at that artwork, though. You gotta respect the you know, that vintage artwork on cassettes and vinyl records and all that type of stuff. So $3, again, not making a whole lot of money, but it is pure profit. All right, something from the Jacksonville storage unit. Now I'm gonna give a little small shout out to the Pro Picker. Way back when, I did not know anything about this brand, and I picked up something similar to this at an estate sale. It was a McDonald's one, and would I have picked the McDonald's one up even if I didn't know the brand? I probably would have, because it was so unique. But regardless, Pro Pickers wanted to pick one of these type of items up in a estate sale or a garage sale, or it was a thrift store. Maybe it was a thrift store, but it's called Cloth Teak. Cloth Teak is actually a decent brand depending on material. Like if it's Coca-Cola, McDonald's, I don't know what else they make. I haven't done thorough research on it, but whenever I say that it sells, it sells. I mean, this is probably sold within a month of me listing it, but it is a Cloth Teak Coca-Cola 1998 Santa's Greeting little guy. There you are. That's what it looks like. It's like a two-piece though. Two-piece. I originally had this up there for $30. Somebody sent me an offer for $20 plus shipping. They said the box is kind of messed up. So I was like, you know what? We're already in the profit. Let's just go ahead and accept that deal. And again, some people might not say it's worth it for $20, but under a month, it's from a storage unit, and I mean it's sold fairly quick. So I'm definitely happy about that. Now this next one is going to be kind of annoying to get to. So this is what I call my bin store rack. Reason why I call it that is because whenever I was doing bin stores frequently before they shut down, this would be the rack where all that stuff goes on. But now it's just kind of, as y'all can tell, I'm just kind of listing anything and everything that's worth money. And our shelves are pretty filled right now, and we got watchers on a ton of this stuff. But I have to get to this piece, so give me one sec. All right, that was actually fairly easier than what I thought. So this thing is actually brand new. But this is a vintage 1985 John Wright cast iron catnap muffin. Again, this is from the let me see if I can get a better view of it right here. This is from the Jacksonville storage unit. We usually put all the cast iron stuff in our local auction. There's a couple pieces that didn't do too well, which I thought they would. And this one right here was just interesting because it had the box, so that's the only reason why I decided to keep it. And then of course we looked it up, and it was actually worth some, you know, at least 40 to 50 bucks. I put it up there for 50. Somebody sent me an offer for 40, and I thought it was just too cool of an item. Should I have accepted that 40? Probably. I just want to get a couple bucks out of them. So I was like 42 because of how good a condition it is. That's the only reason why. I think mine was probably the best condition one on the on eBay. So, but ended up selling for $42 plus shipping for the catnap muffin mold. And but yeah, if you ever see John Wright, let's see his name on here. It is right here. So, if you guys ever see this, John Wright, right here, 1985. John Wright. He makes some great cast iron type stuff, vintage stuff. So be on the lookout for that. With that being said, let me show you guys over here in my loft. If you guys have never been in my loft, sometimes it's a mess, sometimes it's clean. It's fairly clean for what it is. You know, I got empty totes here. This is where I do my inventory stuff and I bring stuff up when we do storage units. A little chaotic right here. I got to throw a few things away. These totes need to go on the auction. This stuff is stuff that didn't sell last night. I'll probably pull a few pieces out of here, and it will go on the next auction. But then we sold basically all of this right here for like $109. There's Vera Bradley. There's candles. You know, all types of stuff. The Dooney and Bork Dooney and Burke person here somewhere. I paid 15 bucks. It sold for 17, so I probably lost a little money on that. That's fine. As long as people are getting good deals, that's all good to me. But then, like, some things surprised me, you know, like a big Vera Bradley, another big Vera Bradley. This dress sold. Like I said, I'll only bring clothes to Whatnot if they are interesting, they're soft, they feel quality, that type of stuff. And then, of course, I try to bring leather jackets, see if they sell. I know sometimes people just want leather jackets just to wear. So again, I'm not big into Whatnot. I just try to do, you know, maybe 1 to 3 shows a month. It'd be nice if I could do them once a week, but sometimes units just don't, the good units anyways, don't pop up often, all the time. So, but with that being said, I gotta pack up all this. I gotta pack up everything that you guys just seen. Is there anything else I gotta keep you guys updated with? Oh yeah, my wife's having surgery this Wednesday, so in 3 days or so. And then I'm having to put a delay on my elbow because I got to take care of her. So but she comes first. She's my number 1 priority. And yeah, we've been listing, so everything's been going pretty well. I'm motivated again. I'm excited, and I'm ready to get to work now. The question is though, once my wife gets recovered, so she has surgery on Wednesday, she comes home on Thursday. I'm gonna leave Wednesday after she gets out and she tells me she's good, make sure she's okay. Her mom's gonna drive her back because I still have to, you know, still have to work. I gotta pay bills, all this other stuff. And then but if when she gets back though, I'm gonna make a decision whether or not I'm gonna be winning a unit this upcoming weekend, the following weekend, etc. So I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. Definitely puts me in a interesting situation because she's gonna be out for about 6 weeks. Yeah, got a lot to think about. So the pressure's on. The stress is on. But I gotta make sure she's okay first, okay? But with that being said, I got a lot of items to pack up, and yeah, we'll see you guys very, very soon. I don't know if this is the end of the video, but if it is, much love. See you guys next video. If not, we'll pan it to the next thing. So appreciate you guys watching. Thank y'all. I don't wanna wake up.